Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Morning Coffees with James. I'm James, and this show you are watching on Instagram, Facebook, well, hopefully on Facebook, but Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble is my morning coffee show where I talk to you in my robe, talking to you about the world events and stuff like that. And today we're going to be talking about Chameleon Harris. And I know her name is Camila, but before everybody judges me, her name is Camila. Stop being a racist, sexist, homophobe. You know what? And before I get into this whole situation, yes, I understand her name is Camila, but I'm calling her Chameleon Harris because, well, she changes her whole image and all that stuff in the matter of in a heartbeat, because she's either black, she's either Indian, she's either white, but she's just another grifting politician who wants power, and she's a lot more dangerous than Joe Biden. She's a lot more left than Joe Biden, and that's I'm kind of afraid of with this woman, because she is an absolute dangerous person, because she is I'm going to be honest with you folks, she's an absolute moron communist. She wants to ban guns. She wants more open borders. And I know that everybody's like, oh, she doesn't want open borders. She was the border Kaiser, and she failed miserably. She didn't even visit the border. She was like, somebody asked her if she visited the border, and she was like, I haven't visited Europe. It's like, what the fuck does that mean? Excuse me. I haven't visited Europe. It's like, fuck off, bitch. Seriously. I'm so tired of the left right now. It's not even fun. I'm like, look, if you are a Democrat, or you're on somebody on the left, but you're not totally on the left, like, please look at your own side. I know people are just like, well, the Republican. Well, I'm not talking about the Republicans, and yes, the Republicans are also assholes too. I'm talking about, and I hope people can understand where I'm coming from with this, is that Chameleon Harris is not who she says she is. She's a grifter. She lies constantly, and the fact of the matter is that she's not a good person. She's going to be bad for this country. She's going to be absolutely bad for this country. Worse. She's going to be 10 times worse than Joe Biden. And I know people out there, you just don't want a woman in president, you sexist, racist, misogynistic, homophobe. Well, you know what? If women were acting like complete bitches nowadays, if this whole feminist movement, this third, fourth, I think now we're in the fourth era of feminism, where it's just total submission of women now wanting to control everything men like, because it's not just in politics, culture is downstream from politics, but video games, movies, music, everything is women oriented, and men can't have fun anymore. We can't. I mean, for example, gaming is now controlled by a bunch of cunts for DEI and ESG and all this other bullshit that BlackRock is pushing, because we need more diversity. Who gives a shit? Seriously, I'm so tired of this whole we need what? So that Europe or everybody's been judging us. How they talk about the guns, your guns, and why aren't you progressive enough? Why aren't you like us? Why? We don't care. We don't fucking care. And I'm not angry at my European brothers, all right, and my African brothers, whoever. I am tired. I don't care. We left your places to be free here, to say what we want to say, freedom of speech, to own weapons, Second Amendment, and the other amendments. I know people. I'm not a good American, because I don't know all the Bill of Rights, and I don't know on all the amendments. Excuse me. But god damn, it's like, enough, Europe. Shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. We switched to the metric. We left the metric system behind, so we could just do whatever the fuck we want, and we're doing that. And by the way, before Joe Biden came in and fucked everything up, a lot of you guys came here to the land of opportunity to basically find opportunity. This is America, for God's sakes. And I'm going to be honest with Europe too, especially the United Kingdom, because I'm worried about my friends over in the across the pond, as you guys would say. I'm I'm worried about you guys because it's like you're starting to turn into 1984. You're the basic cause. Like, no, I wouldn't say cause. I don't mean to pick on you. I'm making fun of your government. I'm making fun of all governments here. Your government is starting to fall apart, man. Like Tommy Robinson. I think it's Tony Robinson or Tommy Robinson. Robinson. This guy was calling out all this Muslim, grooming gang shit. And you know what? I'm sorry, but you guys gotta stand up for your country, for God and country. Be a proud. What is it like to be a British person? Well, a Britannian would say. Well, it's like being an American. It's the ideology. It's not about a skin color. I know before it was about a skin color, but now it's about an ideology. But America's a different beast altogether about that. We're not defined by a race. We're defined by an ideology, because there are not just white Americans, but there's also black Americans, Asian Americans, Latino Americans, Muslim Americans, the Indian Americans, French Americans. People come from all different races, and generations of different people are born here, but they adopt that same American idea of the go-getter attitude, of the we can do it attitude, of finding the American dream attitude. That's what makes America great. And I'm worried about Europe, because now it's like you can't say shit about anything and you gotta suffer through everybody's stupid bullshit. Well, this is how revolutions start. This is how dangerous revolutions start. I mean, take a look at Venezuela right about now. Take a look at that country. Socialism didn't fucking work down there. And don't give me this, well, that wasn't real. No, it was real socialism. It was real socialism. Before anybody defines, well, the right's always been No. You're talking about far right fascism? Okay, fine. Let's talk about far left. Communism and fascism are the same beast altogether. They're the same beast. It's under one umbrella called socialism. And I know most of my anybody who's watching this who's a commie, you're no worse than the Nazis. The only difference is that the Nazis had Hugo Boss. That's the difference. And you can say, well, they did. No. You guys killed more people than Hitler. I'm gonna say that. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Communism has failed everywhere in every country, and I know people are like, well, capitalism. I'm not a capitalist, by the way. Free market guy. I can go to somebody else if I want to get something different. Okay? Like entertainment over there, which, by the way, I'm working on that video. It's just a bit off more than I can chew, but I'm chewing hard as I can. Back onto Chameleon Harris, who is an absolute bitch, and I want to say cunt, but you can't really say. Well, you know what? I'm so tired of this being afraid shit. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to stop voting for this guy, and you should vote for Donald Trump. And I know people out there, and you should go out and vote, by the way. You shouldn't be like, oh, well, this is in the bag for Trump. No. Go out there and make sure you vote. Make sure we, override the fraud. And I know people out there, there was no election interference. Yes, there was. And also, that's another reason why people were pissed off down in Venezuela. Like, do you want to become Venezuela? This is how you become Venezuela. And Chameleon Harris is basically a socialist. I don't want this country coming a communist. She wants to ban gun, like, seriously. She wants gun confiscation, like Australia. I'm sorry, but no. This is the United States of America. From my cold, dead hands. And I don't give a shit either, too. I'm so tired of this bullshit of just, well, guns are every time there's a bad thing happening, not again. And, oh, by the way, I'm going to get to the Trump assassination thing, because this is another thing they were really, like, egging, this is how I'm annoyed with the left. And I'm also annoyed with the right, but it's mostly the left that's talking shit nowadays. The left, there we go. The left just seems to think they're tough guys, and they're not. Like, here's an example. I don't know who said it. Maybe it was Kamala Harris, maybe not. Maybe someone could correct me on this, but it was like NBC or one of the newscasting groups, the main legacy media, was like, Donald Trump's a coward. He won't debate Kamala Harris. He's gonna debate Kamala Harris. Why don't you guys, and yes, by the way, he did. He said, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it on Fox News. And they were like, oh, no. Because that's perfectly fair. You called Donald Trump a coward. Okay. I know I'm jumping around here. Somebody, I don't know who said it, but I'm gonna figure out who did. But so you're telling me that you're calling the guy who almost got his head blown off a coward? And by the way, not only did he almost get his head blown off, but he got back up. He got back the fuck up. Told Secret Service, wait, and just said fight. Like, oh, he's a coward? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. CNN, MSNBC, or pretty all of the legacy media. You can shut the fuck up, you lying, hypocritical propagandists. And I know I'm probably going to be made fun of. I'm probably going to be used as an example of, oh, this guy in his robe and his robe. Well, fuck you. I don't give a shit about you. You don't give a shit about me either. You sit in your nice little suits and have your little scrolling thing down and, sit there talking very professional. And I'm sorry, but you people are the enemy of the state. You people are all socialist communists. I'm sorry, you're all socialists because it's all under the same umbrella. It's all under the same goddamn umbrella. The United States of America is not trash. We have our problems, yes, but we can still fight and fix shit. We can still fight and fix shit in our own country. It's not a perfect system, but we're trying. But I'm so tired of this nonsense. It's like, and yes, he was willing to debate her, but this time they wanted Fox News to do it, which, by the way, Fox News is such a... You may think, oh, he must love Fox. I fucking hate Fox. I used to watch it, but then it was like, oh, you're just paid opposition. You're just paid opposition. I know I'm not saying that correctly. Well, it's 5:30 in the morning, so how do you think I feel? And this is my second cup of coffee. So I'm not fully awake yet. Well, actually, no, let me think about it. Yeah, second cup of coffee. Third, excuse me, I think. Hold on. Yeah, third cup of coffee here. Cup of coffee! Macho Man Randy Savage, but goddamn, man. And they were calling, yeah, he's afraid to debate her. He's afraid to debate her. He's afraid to debate her. Okay, we're gonna have a debate on Fox News, and we're gonna no. Well, you see, you're gonna no. You can't call somebody out and then not expect to not fight. You got debate her. Debate. I want there to be a debate. And the fact that she replaced, the fact that Biden absolutely crapped the bed like usual, figuratively and metaphorically, and literally, screwed up that whole debate. You're the sucker and the loser, and now you're all surprised that he has dementia. We've been saying that for four fucking years. And you couldn't even witness it. You couldn't even admit it. You're like, oh, no, he's fine. And now he lost that debate. You're like, oh, we got to change him out. Oh, my God. And by the way, none of the Democrats like Chameleon Harris. None of them. And now they need a replacement to get rid of, to stand up to Trump. And I'm sorry, but no. I mean, for those who think are going to call me a sexist, misogynist, race, I'm sorry. Don't care. She's not a real black person, nor is she a real white. She's not a black person. She's an Indian, but she lies about it. She says, oh, she's Indian, oh, she's black. Why I call her Chameleon is because she will change her colors to fit in. And don't give me the woman card either, because you know what? I've dealt with women before, and I'm sorry, we live in a woman-dominated culture. Guess what? Not impressed. Not impressed. I'm worried about women, don't get me wrong. We need to fix women's sports and get all these trans men out. But I don't want a woman president. I'm sorry, not capable. Excuse me. Oh yes, I'm a sexist, misogynist. You just don't like strong women. I do like strong women. I don't like see you next Tuesdays. Okay? Maybe you should understand that. So bottom line, no. Don't vote for Chameleon Harris. She's a liar, she's a deceiver, and she's a fraud. And if anybody who is going to vote for her, don't. Just do me a favor and check her out. She was the border Kaiser, and take a look at her track history. Just gonna leave that there. Take care. Love you. Bye bye.